Thank you so much for attending my presentation on weird ways to use normal Pokemon, and first let's talk about Miraidon. Miraidon is arguably just the best Pokemon in the game right now. It hits like a truck, has one of the strongest pivoting moves ever, gets crazy coverage, and can even tank some attacks if it really needs to. Plus, it has a lot of sets. However, an innovative way to use it has popped up recently, Parabolic Charge. This is a spread move, hitting even your partner, and also isn't that strong, it's a 65 base power. However, it has the insane upside of healing 25% of the damage you do to each target. Small correction that I just noticed an hour and a half before uploading, it heals 50% of damage dealt, not 25. This is a huge difference. Parabolic Charge can just kinda heal a full health bar under the right circumstances. Anyways, back to the video. This makes it amazing on bulky comps like with Grimmsnarl's screen support or the Assault Vest. Miraidon can use this move to stay alive for long periods of time, which is dangerous since it's fucking Miraidon. You really want this Pokemon dead because leaving it on the field means you're always at risk of getting blown up. This Pokemon can actually be used in two different ways, either as a setup Pokemon with Calm Mind or as a bulky AV user that aims to deal chip damage throughout longer games. Both have seen some success though. At Portland, Ethan Mattis was able to bring a Calm Mind version with Wo Chen and Annihilate to 36th, abusing screens and Intimidate to get set up and sweep games. On the other hand, Mao Harada's Assault Vest Miraidon paired well with Ground-type Groudon, not taking any damage himself while still healing up. Plus, you had the requisite Grimmsnarl and Incineroar. This team got Day 2 at NAIC and has become a sleeper Miraidon build to watch out for headed into Worlds. Zamazenta is a terrifying Pokemon. It deals a bunch of damage with Body Press, plus is able to stop spread moves with Wide Guard. It's a major force to be reckoned with and causes huge problems for top restricteds, but what if you could stop it from doing anything? Introducing Imprison, a move that stops both of the opponent's Pokemon from using any moves on the user's moveset. By running Body Press, a Steel move, and Wide Guard, then giving your Zamazenta Imprison, you can actually completely stop the opposing Zama from attacking or supporting. It's a sitting duck. However, there are some major problems that keep this from being super viable. The most obvious one is that you need to give up a move slot to do this, which really sucks. Choosing between being unable to hit ghost types and not having Protect is terrible. The other major issue is that to make this consistent, you need to invest a lot of speed into it. If you aren't outspeeding the other Zamazenta before they click Body Press, you can very easily take a bunch of damage before setting Imprison. But of course, investing tons of speed makes you slower, frailer, and weaker across the board. While a cute idea, this set doesn't get much done in practice. Rillaboom is a Pokemon that, to be honest, hasn't changed that much ever. Fake Out, Grassy Glide, Wood Hammer, and either High Horsepower or U-Turn plus the Assault Vest. That's it. Finding a unique and interesting Rillaboom set is not easy. I looked through a ton of Rilla sets for this, and let me tell you right now, big fucking waste of time. It's all the same. However, the idea of drum beating has popped up. Drum Beating is an 80 base power attack, much weaker than Woodhammer, but has the amazing effect of lowering the speed of whatever it hits. This is a little tough to make work on Rillaboom, but with max speed it hits the important 150 speed benchmark and outpaces adamant 252 speed or Shifu. This lets it be strong alongside powerful, slower Pokemon who appreciate both the speed control and fake out access. It does get some usage, but in this format, I mean it's pretty crappy. The Pokemon are just too fast for Rillaboom right now, and the speed control is too reliable. But what if you were in a different format? In Regulation G, drum beating Rillaboom did actually get a good result. On a Kyogre team, Oliver Escalin brought the gorilla with drum beating and used it to output massive fast damage and got second at Birmingham. While obviously a different format, this is a massive performance that makes it at least appealing, and hey, who knows, there's probably some team that would really appreciate this move. Finally, we gotta talk about Calyrex Shadow. This Pokemon's normal sets are pretty simple. Astral Barrage, Psychic, and Protect are pretty locked in, and then either Nasty Plot, Encore, or Disable. It just depends on your team comp. CSR Zama normally runs Sash plus Plot, and Koraidon normally runs Life or Burst Damage, for example, but Tarapago's teams are a bit different. The Turtle loves support, as getting time to set up Calm Mind is vital. Encore and Disable in tandem are really good for this, locking the opponent into a bad move and then forcing them to struggle by going for Disable. In Regulation G, it actually often ran Screamtail for this purpose. The utility was great, but that Pokemon is tougher to make work now in a double restricted format, especially since Tarapago Pagos team slots are pretty standardized. So what do? Of course, you actually drop Psychic entirely on CSR and just run Encore and Disable. This not only covers a similar niche, but lets it actually still deal a bunch of damage. Sure, you lose to normal types and dark types are problematic, but that's what Pagos and your other Pokemon are for. While it might seem exploitable, good players can handle this drawback and make the horse a massive pain to handle. This set's best performance was at the Utrecht special event, where Joan Garcia got 13th with it alongside a relatively standard Pagos team, a very strong comp that you gotta watch out for. In conclusion, you can make teams with normal Pokemon that have odd sets. Getting creative in the builder, even with the best mons in the game, is vital. The surprise factor is real in Pokemon and can win you entire sets. Thank you so much for watching.